Now that we've taken your DNA, we can begin. Interview of suspect Michael Clark, 6 p.m., March 30th, 2019. This interview is being recorded.
By elves behind the mirror, no doubt?
You were arrested at a crime scene where you damaged police barricade tape.
I'll pay for a new role.
That's a Class A misdemeanor, and it carries a $500 fine.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
To begin with, where were you on the night Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped?
I was watching TV in my motel room, but I had my police scanner on. I heard the first reports that the little girl was missing. No way the police at the scene were gonna let me get close. I set my alarm so I could get on the story first thing in the morning, and tried to sleep. It was difficult.
Can anybody confirm where you were?
No, afraid not. I was alone and sleepless. A sad combination. And I realized a bad alibi.
What am I doing at this point? It's what I'm confronting him with. Well, we'll confront him with this then.
You say you're a journalist, a stringer for Channel 6 News in Boston.
I sell my stuff to lots of media outlets.
Editor-in-chief, did I speak to them?
How is your editor doing?
Last time we spoke, she was fine. But that was months ago.
What's her name again?
I work for lots of stations and lots of editors.
She knows your name, but you don't remember hers?
I'm not great with names.
It's Kelly Johnson.
Oh yeah, Kelly.
I just made that name up.
Good for you.
Her name is Abby Wilson. Mr. Clark, you lie like you breathe.
Huh. Well, that was mean.
He thinks he's invincible. I need to play his ego. That's the key.
What are you doing in the Berkshires? And what is your connection to the Armstrong case?
For the past few months, I've been working on a big case. Boston 6 News was looking forward to my next story. The Armstrongs have been on my list of potential targets for a long time. I changed gears when Daisy was kidnapped and started investigating the Armstrongs.
That doesn't make any sense. Looking at a big case. Looking forward to my next story. I mean, I wouldn't... I mean, I don't dispute... I definitely don't dispute the Armstrongs have been on my list of potential targets for a long time. Looking forward to the next case. Go then.
I don't see anything that proves he's lying.
Okay. I mean, that one's... I mean, that one's clearly true. Oh, but we've got the photo of Daisy on his camera.
So you just stumbled on a major kidnapping story during your stay in the Berkshires?
Yeah, I was researching PCBs in the river for crying out loud. Then, wow, the Armstrongs. That's not a Science Sunday report. That's a lead. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Camera.
Your camera in the pickup. There were photos of Daisy from before she was kidnapped.
The Armstrongs are a famous family, like the Kennedys or Hollywood couples. Gossip sites love them. People want to see how they live. I started out just stealing candid shots. Paparazzi live on getting that one exclusive shot. Steamy, intimate, whatever. Then when the kidnapping happened, I realized I was here first. What an opportunity, and I jumped at it.
You have an answer for everything.
You're not very good at this, are you? How long have you been on the job?
Long enough to put you away for life, if you killed that little girl.
Well, that was a bit rubbish. This is not going well, love. The car, which you say you owned, is not owned by you. Yes.
Let's start with why you went to the cabin.
If the police were interested in it, I was interested in it.
Well, the pickup.
That pickup of yours. That's a very nice ride. Especially for a stringer who only gets a few stories on the air. How can you afford it?
When Boston 6 does use a story, they pay okay.
That truck is top of the range. How much did it set you back? $55,000, $60,000?
When I have to, I do what everybody else does. I take out a loan. How about you, detective? You got a loan on your car?
He's enjoying himself. I need to throw him off balance somehow, surprise him into making an error.
Explain to me again how you got to the crime scene.
I listened in on the police radio frequency. Anybody can do it with a scanner. I headed for the crime scene in my trusty pickup, like I've done for years. After the forensic team left, I needed to see the crime scene for myself. I got to the bunker just before you arrived.
Well, we know that's not true. We know you were in there.
Come on, Joanna. You're a better detective than that.
What? We know that's not true, though. Here's the thing, is there's this little bit where it's like, I headed for the crime scene in my trusty pickup like I've done for years. Is he talking about he's gone to crime scenes for years, or he's gone to this particular one? Well, I mean, logically, that's the only one that makes sense then.
Where's a lie detector when you need one?
I mean, this is the one that's a lie. You didn't get there just before I arrived. You were, cause...
It won't be easy to prove he's lying. Find some evidence.
You said you've been driving that pickup for years?
You heard right. Thanks to it, I never miss a story.
Well, the vehicle title is under someone else's name, but that doesn't disagree with that one.
You say you've been using your pickup for years, but the title certificate is not in your name. The truck belongs to somebody named Stephen Baker.
Okay, I don't get why the pickup is so important to you, but I guess my ego made me say that. Yeah, the pickup was lent to me by a friend. I couldn't afford it even with a loan.
I think you stole it, Mr. Clark. You needed a pickup like that for our mountain roads, so you stole that one.
Try proving it. But while you run off on some wild goose chase, you can't hold me.
I mean, I don't... Yeah. Right. The cans. Yes.
Let's move on to the gas cans and what we found in your pockets when you were brought in here today.
That sounds exciting.
What's the most...
How did you know there was a bunker at the end of the property?
How did your forensic team miss it?
They were concentrated on the cabin. It was pitch black out there.
Small-town cops with small-town minds. I'm sorry, that was unkind. You know, I'm a bit like you. My job is to find something a news program's viewers want to see. You do it for justice. I do it for money. I just have more flair than you.
I know you're lying, Mr. Clark. I followed your footprints from the cabin, and they led directly to the bunker. It was very well hidden. You had to know it was there.
Think whatever you want, detective.
I know that Clark is lying. I need to reconstruct the whole sequence of events in order to understand what happened.
Okay. Let's do it then. So, I arrived at the cabin. So that's the last one. And then he must have closed it. So he must have thrown it that. Was it that way, or are these two the other way around? No, okay. So we went into the cabin, did the
Score.
thing.
1 for the good guys.
I'll tell you what really happened. You waited until forensics left and arrived in your probably stolen pickup. You grabbed a can of gasoline from your truck. You then went into the cabin to check if Daisy had been found. You then went straight to the bunker to see if it had been discovered, planning to set it on fire and destroy all the evidence inside. Before you could start the fire, you heard me arrive. So you hastily left your gas can and closed the hatch. You didn't think I could open the bunker. If I hadn't found you, I expect you would have burned down the cabin too.
I'm not gonna make fun of you, detective, or how you handled my interrogation. You're obviously very new at this. I swear I'm telling the truth. I didn't know the bunker was there until the moment you showed up. I seem to have trumped your entire police force.
When I get the DNA results from the bunker, we'll continue this conversation.
You have no concrete evidence against me whatsoever.
The lab results will be in soon. You won't get away with this. See that call? That's your arrest warrant and a one-way ticket to prison. I'll be right back. Hello, sir. I think I found the man who kidnapped Daisy Armstrong. I'm interrogating him now.
Hold on, Detective Locke. I have some bad news. Someone set fire to the cabin in the bunker. The fire department is on the scene, but they say it's too late.
That's impossible. My suspect has been in the interrogation room with me all evening.
We can't hold him. Suzanne Moreau. Her fingerprints are on the wine bottle found in the cabin. We also found an unknown person's fingerprints, but they don't match your suspects.
Sir, with all due respect, I'm convinced Michael Clark is involved.
Detective, I'm cutting you some slack already. But we cannot hold your suspect simply because you're convinced he's guilty. We have evidence that Suzanne was working with an accomplice, Noah Garrity. I order you to release the reporter and arrest this Moreau.
Let me just check my last lead. The DNA analysis of the hair found in the bunker safe. The results just came in.
I know how hard this is. Okay. Get the DNA results. Detective Locke, I will give you 1 hour maximum. Then you close the file and arrest Suzanne Moreau.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, that's dumb. He's broken the law by going into by kind of disturbing a crime scene, from what she said, which I assume is true. I have no reason not to believe that that's true. If that is the case, why is he not being charged with that? You'd keep him in and interrogate him, like, why did you do that? And blah blah blah. Why am I asking about his... Oh. Okay. Whatever.
Who did you call earlier?
An editor from the Boston 6 News.
An editor you repeatedly said should fire you. That was your accomplice, wasn't it? You were telling him to start the fire.
An accomplice?
Noah.
I know it was Noah you called.
I'm saying nothing more without the presence of my lawyer.
Stay right where you are. I'm not done with you yet.
Wow. Do I hear grounds for a lawsuit?
Some poor, innocent woman is being accused instead of you. You set her up, didn't you?
You have to let me go, Detective.
No, she
All
doesn't.
I need is one more phone call to the lab. I know it's you, and I'm going to prove it. Hello, this is Joanna Locke. I need the results of the DNA test I asked you for.
Hi, Detective. Sorry, we only have the DNA sequence. We haven't had time to compare it with the suspects yet. It'll take 7 more hours. I'm sorry, but you are not the only one on the waiting list.
Send your analysis to my computer in the office. I'll do the comparison myself.
I need authorization.
I have a murderer who is going to walk free unless I get those results now.
Fine, we'll send it to you right away, but I'll have to log this.
It's my last chance.
This just feels really kind of like set up to be like, oh, she's the Maverick, and she's taking things too personally. Da 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 da. But it kind of feels a bit more. These guys just hate her. It doesn't make sense what they're saying about getting rid of her.
I'll add these to the file. Anything that will erase Clark's smile.
It just feels kind of
Case files.
wrong.
A lot of them for our tiny town.
It just feels like the way they're managing it feels wrong. Like, you wouldn't say you can only keep him for an hour. Like, actually, he has committed a crime. We can hold him until we get the results back. Right. Oh my goodness. So I assume I have to find where these fit. So looking for TTC. But no. No. Right. Oh, hello. Oh, I can't put it there. I mean, that makes a degree of sense. But that's right. Oh, that's not right, because it's GCA. So, the unknown DNA found in the cabin. Okay, ATC, GGC. ATC. I don't know what I'm looking for. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously there's always the possibility of things being planted by other people. Alright, I can't actually... There's so much. ATC. No. ATC. There. No. There we go. So that's there. I mean, obviously we're now hoping that you should... Wait, what? Oh. Oh, that's wrong further down. So these are right, and then this is right, but then this isn't. Okay, this is insane. I mean, I'm looking for right TTC. We've got a TTC here, and we got T. So that lines up, but it doesn't line up there. Right. I mean, this is mad. I mean, it's going to be Suzanne Moreau, isn't it? Everything seems to be pointing that way, which is quite dodgy. Yeah.
No. No! Suzanne? I don't understand. I was sure it would be Clark's hair. I'll have to let him go.
You don't have to let him go! Oh, this is so annoying! Now, I get, right, okay, this is what happens in the book. I get this is what happens in the book. But this is so, like, why has he done that? Because is he protecting something else? And obviously you've got the phone call, so clearly he's connected. Like, and you're telling me no one recorded the phone call or kept a track of who it was being sent to? Like, this is deliberately stupid to make the... This is having people act in a deliberately stupidly. And I always hate that, because it's like, no, if your plot can't work the way you've written things, unless people are idiots, there's a problem with your plot. Ah! Right. So that annoys me, because it's like her boss is acting like an idiot. Like, we're not going to charge him with this crime and interrogate him and interview him about kind of the barging in and everything. We're not going to press that and investigate that. We're not going to keep a track of who he's called. Which is what you would have done. You would have kept a track of that, probably recorded it. Just so that you would know these things, because then it's kind of like, oh, actually, this isn't his editor, which we know because he was talking about the case, and so the characters are acting foolishly even within the limited information they have. Right. Let's let him go.
You can leave.
Sorry it didn't work out for you, Detective. Maybe you should consider a career change.
We are not done.
Oh, but we are, my dear. We are done.
I had no choice but to return to the Armstrong house to arrest Suzanne Moreau.
Yeah, you did. I mean, not nice. That's not 9 p.m.
The arrest warrant for Suzanne Moreau.
I'm gonna say the big wanted means this isn't an arrest. That's not an arrest warrant.